When food bad,
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video we'll be making some sweet and sour chicken. So let's get into this video. So guys, here I have a chicken breast and I'll be using about 4 of them. And if you can't find any breast or you're not a breast fan, you can also use deboned thigh for this dish. So I went ahead and cut them about 1 inch thick. You don't want them too big and you don't want them too small. You want them like bite-sized pieces. So that's how they look after I cut up all the breasts. You see how that's about 1 inch thick, guys, so don't cut them too big. So we're gonna go ahead and season the chicken. So I went ahead and poured some oil on it so the seasoning stick better to the chicken. So I went ahead with some complete seasoning, some Maggie all-purpose seasoning, some onion powder. Also went in with some salt and black pepper. Also my green seasoning. If you haven't checked out my green seasoning videos yet, click the link above and you can see how I make my green seasoning. So you want to massage all the seasoning in and get all of that incorporated in the chicken. So guys, that's how the chicken looks after I rub the seasoning in. So we're gonna go ahead and prep our vegetables. So I'm going to use bell peppers, onion and garlic, and I went ahead and washed these off. So I'm gonna cut them about the same size, 1 inch thick. You're gonna cut them in chunks. So I use green, yellow, orange and red sweet pepper to give the dish a lot of color to make it pop. So you can use any color sweet pepper you like. And I went ahead and I only used like half of the bell peppers. I also went in with an onion and I cut it the same, cut it in chunks as well. Like the bell pepper, you can go ahead and use all the onion if you like. I only use half of it. And I also went in with 1 garlic clove and I finely minced the garlic. So here we're going to show you how to prep the flour that we're going to dredge the chicken in. So I went in with like 1.5 cups of flour and I also went in with some cornstarch. You know the cornstarch is going to make it crispy because you want the coating on the chicken to be crispy. You don't want it to be soggy. When you put it in the sauce, it's going to fall off in the sauce. So I went in with about 1/2 cup of cornstarch and then I'm going to season up the flour with just a little bit of the seasoning that I put on the chicken. So you want to mix up all the seasoning and incorporate everything together. So guys, here we have the chicken and the flour and now we're gonna coat the chicken. So you don't want to put too much chicken in the flour because you want the chicken to be coated very well. So you're gonna go ahead and cover the chicken with the flour and then you're gonna press the flour into the chicken. After coating the chicken, guys, you're gonna use your hands, both hands, and you're gonna shake off the excess flour off the chicken. And when you do so, you're gonna put the chicken in another plate and let it stay there for about 3 minutes or so before putting it in the pot. So guys, that's how the chicken looks after I went ahead and coat them. So after now, we're gonna put about 1.5 cups of oil in a pot and let it heat up. So I have the stove on like medium heat, and I put a garlic in there to fragrant the oil a bit and to tell you when the oil is hot. So I went ahead and put the chicken pieces in the pot. As I said, you don't want to overcrowd the pot because you don't want the temperature of the oil to drop, and you want to fry these up nice and golden brown, and you want it to get very crispy. Guys, you know this is chicken breast, so it fries very quickly. So you see it's gonna turn golden brown. You're gonna fry them on each side for about 5 to 8 minutes because you know they fry very quick. So guys, that's how the chicken looks after I went ahead and fry all of them. As I said, you want to make sure it fries very crispy. You can fry it dry if you like. You can fry it a little longer than the 5 to 8 minutes if you like your one very dry. So now we're going to make the sweet and sour sauce. So guys, here I went in with 1 cup of orange juice, half cup of pineapple juice, 1 cup of ketchup, and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. And this is white vinegar, 1 tablespoon of soya sauce, and then you're gonna whisk all of that together. And now we're gonna go in with 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And guys, when you're making the sauce, you're gonna taste it, and then you're gonna adjust anything you want in it. So if it wants more vinegar, you can go ahead and add more vinegar. If it wants more sugar, you can go ahead and add more sugar. You're gonna add 1 tablespoon of honey, let it come to a boil so the sugar and the honey can dissolve. After that, you're gonna mix 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and you're gonna add about 1 teaspoon of water to it. We call it cornstarch slurry. Add it to it so it can get the sauce thick. So that's the consistency you're looking for when you add the cornstarch to it. The sauce is going to start getting thick. And as I said, guys, taste it and adjust anything you want to it. If you want to add more sugar to it, go ahead. If you want to add more vinegar to it, you can also do that. And you can also use white vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar, you can use rice wine vinegar. So guys, here we're going to assemble the sweet and sour chicken now. So I went ahead with about 1 tablespoon of oil, and we're going to saute off the vegetables first. You don't want to saute them too much because you still want the crunch in the sweet pepper and the onion. You're going to saute these off for about 5 minutes until you see the onions get translucent. And then afterwards, we're going to add the garlic to it. We're going to add the garlic after because we don't want to add it before because the garlic burns easily. So now we're going to add the garlic, and then we're going to also add the pineapples, and then we're going to incorporate everything together. and sour sauce to the dish, and you can add as much as you like to it. If you don't add all of it, you can always store the rest in the fridge. So after I add the sweet and sour sauce, I'm gonna go in with a half of a teaspoon of red food coloring, and that is optional. So I'm gonna go ahead now and add the chicken, and then I'm gonna incorporate the chicken into the sauce. And you want to be gentle when you're mixing the chicken into the sauce, because you don't want the chicken batter to come off. So you want to go ahead and fold it in. So guys, after you mix the chicken up and incorporate the sauce on the chicken, that's how it looks. And thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel, and tell them to subscribe as well. Bye.